how did this all started? Like, when did you realize that you had a passion for trekking, climbing, or like you just wanted to try, or how did it all start?
Okay. So I never traveled out of Hyderabad
Okay,
until 2013.
okay,
When I say never traveled, I didn't even go to Charminar, which is basically the main thing in Hyderabad.
yeah,
And if you're a Hyderabadi, you cannot not go to
Hyderabad.
Charminar. Until I finished engineering, which was in 2012, 2013 is when I actually went to Charminar.
Okay,
Until then, I never even stepped out of the radius of 30 kilometers or something like that. It's always been home, college, come back, home, office, come back, whatever it is. But 2013, I bought my bike. This was a KTM Duke 200. I joined this small, riding club, the KTM owners group. We went on a small few rides. Then one day, ambitious of all of us, as all plans go, around 40 people said, yes, we'll go to Goa.
okay,
And at the end of it, 3 people ended up going to Goa. So at that moment in time, first ride out of the city, first ride of everything, I went to Goa on my bike from Hyderabad to Goa and then back in about 4 days. We came back one day, 1 week in, and I was feeling fine. And then a week later, I had to go to office. Generally, I walk from my place to Safalgoda. It's basically my pickup point. It's about 1.2 kilometers.
okay,
I walked. I was feeling dizzy. I went. I got into the cab. Blacked out. Blacked out. Woke up in office. Still was very dizzy. Went to the sick room. Again blacked out. The next thing I remember, I was in the ICU. And when I was in the ICU, a doctor comes walking up to me with a white coat, with a pad in his hand, with glasses which are weird for some reason. He smiles very weirdly as well in my head. He comes and says, "Hey, are you okay?" First, I was like, "Hey, no, I'm fine, but why am I here?" I thought maybe because it is my low BP, which is a common thing for me generally that time. Woke up, had a brief conversation, and he says, "Hey, you have tuberculosis." I'm like, "Hey?" I didn't know what TB meant. Okay. So what does that mean? When do I get out? That was the first question. It's like, no, you're going to stay here for a while.
okay,
And then he got this huge ass syringe. You remember for buffaloes, they give this big syringes, right?
yeah,
He came in, he put that syringe in my lung, took out a lot of fluid. It was basically a yellow, and showed it to me. This is the liquid that is formed inside your lung, and it is caused by tuberculosis. I said, okay, you removed it. I can go, right? No. This is going to be forming in your lung over and over and over and over again. We're going to remove it over and over again. But in a couple of days, it's also going to crystallize. So because of that, you need to stay here. You need to be on medication. We need to puncture your lung. We need to remove the crystallized bacteria, whatever it is. And we need to actually force it out. So I was in the hospital for 3 months.
wow.
I had about 4 surgeries, 2 being here, 2 being here, because the bacteria flowed up until here, and they had to remove it. So why am I setting the context? Because that time I didn't know what anything meant.
Yeah.
So after 3 months, I got discharged. I was still feeling weak. I went from 75 kilos to about 42 kilos or something. Skin and bones. Came back home. Was on the bed, still bed rest. I was just tired of the hospital. My best friend calls me. He says, "Hey, I need your credit card." I was like, "Okay, why?" So there's something called the Himalayas. Like, okay. In my mind, the Himalayas is equal to geography map, right hand top corner. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else beyond that. I was like, okay. how much do you need? I need 4,000 rupees. There's a thing called YHI, Youth Hostels Association of India. They're doing this SAR pass, and it's about 11 days. I want to go, is what he said. I was like, fuck you, I am also coming. And he said, it's 3 months away. And at that moment in time, I was struggling to even, put my hand across and actually pick up the call. So I said, I'm going to come. Why I said that, I don't know. All I knew was that I wanted to get up and move. I was feeling, obviously depressed. I was feeling powerless. And I wanted to do something that makes me feel alive, makes me feel that I can do something that other people will look at me and say, you can't do it.
Okay.
So 3 months away, I started getting up, started walking, started running a bit. And then I went to my doctor, my pulmonologist, and asked, hey, there's this thing called the Himalayas. I want to go. He's like, you realize what you're asking for, right? You just literally came out. But give me all of the tablets. I'm going to take it. Don't worry. So she signed off reluctantly, and after 3 months, I had a half a bag of tablets because at that moment in time, I was taking about 18 tablets a day. So half a bag of tablets for 11 days. So 18 into 180, 198 tablets basically. And then the other half was my clothes. We went, and that was the first trek, Sarpas. And once I reached the mountains, that is when I realized that, hey, this is kind of home. This is where I belong. This is what I really like. Not that I was good at it. I was dying. I was feeling so hopeless that everyone else were, running away from me, but I was walking with bated breath. I was just trying to survive. But at the end of it, I knew I could survive. And that started out as a base for me to try everything new, just keep climbing. And that was my initial experience. So whenever someone asks why you do it, I do it because I want to feel alive. No, because I've been in that situation where I felt dead. No, I want to feel alive. So being in situations where it's at minus 30 degrees, Stoke-Hungry being a classic example, Elbrus being a classic example recently. It's dark, the wind is blowing on your face, nobody's right around you, everyone wants to quit. But still, you keep going because you took a decision to move forward. Everything stems back to this main story, but the motivation always has been move forward. Where do you start is not where you constantly belong. You keep moving forward.